Yeah. Welcome, y'all. This is the Sound Flick Podcast. You were tuned in with the guys, them Sound Flick boys. You already know. This is episode 53.
Oh, wow.
And today we are talking about original versus reboots.
Which one?
I love these.
It's going to be awesome.
Wait.
Interesting.
Which one?
Which
Yeah,
one?
which
All
one?
right. The one that we are
Which
talking
one?
about is the legendary Space Jam.
Come on in Space Jam.
And the
Out here.
not
That
yet
was on
determined
key.
legendary.
That was-
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Yeah, it took another
Yeah.
10 years.
Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
we have we have a special guest for this one. First of all, because we're talking basketball,
We have
so
to
we
bring
had to
in-
bring the homie
yeah.
who knows about
Yeah.
basketball as well.
Probably know. I mean, I don't really know a lot about basketball. So.
I mean,
I ball with him.
You
So
used to
I
be
was like,
hooping.
Skywalker Mike.
let
You
me
be out
ask.
here, though, Skywalker. man.
Skywalker's like the Bill Murray of mobile
Bruh,
courts.
I see this dude travel
Yo,
all the
that's
time.
crazy.
Any video of Skywalker Mike, he's traveling.
That was one
double
video.
dribbling.
That was one time.
Trying to do
I
a
did
hook
travel.
shot.
He be
on
laying
that.
the ball. He be out there, though. He be attacking the rim, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Sheesh.
Hard to guard this man sometimes.
Those rims
I
are
ain't
6
gonna lie.
feet tall.
Man.
Y'all playing up at elementary
He
school.
got that awkward poise. That's
Yeah,
just hard to
low-key.
guard, man.
Nobody can keep up sometimes.
He's
I be like,
slippery.
damn. Yeah.
Slippery.
I feel like
I love
Skywalker,
it.
when he gets his breath back, he has his hands on his knees like,
They're on my
all right,
hips.
guys.
They're on my hips, sir.
They're on their hips.
Hands on the
Oh,
back with
yeah.
like belly out. Just
That's hilarious. That's so
Yeah.
that's so good. So it is your boy Norik. That's cool. I got my co-stars with me. Right in front of me is
it's your boy, Young Cinny, A Sincere. What's up, friends?
You're
To my right hand side,
Skywalker Mike.
Skywalker. Who
Yes.
is our
In
guest?
Slow motion. And then the homie, introduce yourself, bro.
Man, you already know what it is. Your boy Sean Joe Jack, y'all.
Let's go.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Hey.
You're
Let's go.
representative for
I'm
the
very
Sound
excited.
I'm excited for this
team.
one, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're talking about the airness versus the king.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
So,
much.
Royalty.
Royalty.
This
Royalty
is
on all
basketball royalty.
Kings.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, both trying to, I guess, chisel their way into history. So
That is very true.
one of them's already there. So
Yeah.
and LeBron on the actual
LeBron is
court.
already
LeBron
there.
is there.
He's there.
Yeah, LeBron's
He's there.
there.
You know,
Yeah.
we're not gonna downplay LeBron's accomplishments. He's playing in a different game, a different league,
He's a
and
different beast.
because of that, we got a different movie.
Yeah.
you
Right,
know?
correct.
We got something that's different, and
Mhm.
I can't wait to compare both of these movies and talk about the pros and the cons of each, and where each one of them kind of edges each other out. So, let's dive straight into
Yeah.
it, guys.
So
I mean,
I'm assuming we have to start with the original.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
Classic.
pick it apart.
Where were you in 1996?
I was
when Space
in
Jam
the
was
womb.
coming out?
I was in the womb.
In the womb.
No,
I was
are you
in the-
serious?
I was born in December '96.
Oh,
No.
wow.
I was in the
Wow.
womb.
Hold on.
He didn't even know who Jordan was.
Time out. Oh my goodness. I had no idea.
Sheesh.
First of all, I had no
I
idea.
was
that you
being
were born in
conceived while this
96.
movie was being shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
No,
wow.
yeah.
So
Jeez.
when did you actually watch Space Jam?
I don't remember watching Space Jam until I was like 4 or 5. I don't think so.
Dang.
Dang.
That's like after
I remember.
9/11.
I remember we used to have a Super Nintendo and we used to play
Too soon.
the NBA Street game on there. Or was
It's
it
been
NBA
like
Street?
20 years.
Yeah.
I was like,
Nah,
and then I remember my dad putting on Space Jam, and I remember like not really paying attention. And then I remember like the second time I actually watched the movie.
wow.
Oh, my goodness. So
Yeah.
did you even
I
like,
was-
were you aware of who Michael Jordan was when you seen him? You probably didn't even really
No.
realize, huh?
I had no
But I
idea.
was born the day Kobe and Michael Jordan played each other.
Oh, okay. Okay.
December
That's a
17,
crazy
1996.
That's crazy.
The Bulls versus the Lakers.
jump.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
man.
me
I
just
mean, I
fighting.
was-
It's just me
Sheesh.
fighting.
I was
to feel
only a
accepted.
year and a half older than him.
Man.
But
'Cause you were born in 95?
yeah, 95.
Man.
Wow.
Where were you guys?
I was in the theater.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's lit. The theaters in the 90s
Yeah.
must have been like a whole experience.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it was
cracking.
different, bro.
Yeah.
You had to really
No
stand in
phones.
lines.
Nobody had
bro.
cell phones.
Yeah, and lines were really real when you had to go to a movie, especially
Yeah.
one for like Space Jam, man.
You had to look at the
And-
newspaper to
and
know
they
what
really-
time.
and they really-
or call them, bro,
Yeah.
or call
Yeah.
them.
And they really tore your ticket, you know, to
Yeah.
let you know that you were there. So me and my brother, we'd fold it, you know, in the back, so then we could skip the line and then just go through. And they never tore it from us.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, clutch.
Y'all,
That double feature.
y'all sinning.
Go watch
That's
it
how you
again.
do it.
That's crazy.
You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Were
so-
concessions better in the 90s? Or was it about the same?
I think it was better.
You think so?
Yeah, 'cause I don't think they cared about like how healthy it was.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I will
And
say
people
that
love
like
that.
I'm
shit.
sorry, 'cause they just made it whatever.
the thing that got me is like the crazy, the 100 different flavors that they got for Coke and
Yeah.
for like you know what I
Now?
mean? Yeah, they
Yeah.
have that now. Back
that shit
then,
futuristic.
you couldn't.
You
Yeah,
want
they
a
didn't have that.
ginger ale? You want a strawberry ginger ale?
I love
for
ginger
sure.
ale.
Insane. I would have
Dude.
never thought that I'd be able to have ginger ale in a movie theater.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be able to
Never.
have like a Coca-Cola icy. I remember when I had that for the first
Oh,
time.
Well, they
Yeah.
had those.
That
You
was
know,
a
we
real
would
treat.
get the little suicides and mix it.
Mix
it all.
everything?
Yeah.
And I feel like the butter was more like
The
buttery.
butter.
Yeah, it was.
It was,
It was
like
real.
They didn't
butter.
have
Yeah.
regulations. They didn't have regulations.
No
in there.
Yeah, it wasn't
regulations.
margarine. It was butter. It was fat. It was the cow.
It's like you would actually watch the popcorn melt.
Yeah, and movies were a lot cheaper, so that's
That's
the
true.
other
that
part of
that
it
must
too.
be nice.
Yeah.
But-
I guess
Okay, well, it was like it was electrifying.
Yeah,
like
man.
Space Jam coming out with starring Michael Jordan, and it was interesting because nobody saw Michael Jordan obviously as like an actor or anything like that. So it was kind of like, well, how's this movie gonna work
Yeah.
with
Hmm.
this non-actor athlete in this movie? He might have been like one of the first athletes in a movie like that, starring the whole thing. I don't know. We could fact check that, but it was definitely the biggest, and it was just like Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes. You couldn't get bigger than that in the
No.
90s.
Right.
It was highlight of kids and adults and everything that they love put into one movie. you know?
Yeah, because it kind of like brought like the adults and the kids together at the time. Because like the adults at the time knew what the Looney Tunes was. Like I kind of was aware because I used to watch Tiny Toons as a kid.
Mhm.
I remember
You know what I'm
Tiny
saying?
Toons.
So
Yeah.
like it kind of was like, okay, I'll watch this because of the Looney Tunes.
You watch it when it came out. I watched the reruns.
See, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think that's what they did. They tried to bring, both, sides together, the
Right.
adults and the kids.
Yeah.
And it was revolutionary for the time because they didn't have graphics like that. Like you never really seen an
Yeah.
actual real person.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think
In
the
3D.
only other comparison would be Roger Rabbit.
Yeah,
right?
Roger
I was gonna say,
Rabbit,
Who Framed
yeah.
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, and that was just like it was just crazy, and it was Jordan too, man. So it's like, oh wow, Jordan's in something like this. Like I never even really heard Jordan talk at that point.
Yeah.
So I was like,
you
okay.
just know him as like a monster on the court, and
Yeah.
it's just like, wait, he's gonna be funny? Like, how's that? And that's one of the things that I feel like he was himself. Like the script was written for Jordan just to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
and I
that's
think
true.
that
Legit.
now looking back out on it in hindsight, that was probably the best creative decision that they could have made, because if they tried to turn him into an actor, it would have been trash, super trash.
Not like The Rock or
Yeah.
John Cena when they actually go.
They let him
actor.
act like himself.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
they kind of wrote it in, where he's like taking, it was right before, and it worked in real life too, because I believe that he just got back into the league.
Yeah.
So it was right after he took his
I mean,
hiatus
he
and went to go
legit
play
was.
baseball.
He was okay with them actually saying he sucked at baseball.
That because
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, and he knew
Yeah.
it. That's why he accepted it. That's why
Yeah.
it was even funnier. When these movies parody the actor, it's like they put an Easter egg from a bad movie, and then the actor
Yeah.
is just like
The self-awareness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
You
kinda
can't
like-
really beat the
yeah.
self-awareness. Man.
Would the movie have been what it was if he never went to play baseball?
I think
Probably.
Yeah,
it would've still
I
been
think
the
it would have.
same.
I think,
Okay.
but the baseball part of it just added such a great narrative
Yeah.
to the overall movie, because
Right.
it was like, you're retired, like
He came out of retirement to save the world.
Right.
pretty much. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, we're gonna get this retired
Not the
basketball
world, but
player, which from a marketing
Tunes.
standpoint, the Toon world, from a marketing standpoint is genius, because it's like, how are we going to show that he's prepared to get back on the court? Well, let's
Mhm.
have him save the fictional world and then
Right.
put him back on the court.
And they also had people making fun of him the whole time about him playing baseball. It's like, you don't
Yeah.
even play basketball no more, Michael.
yeah.
Like they kept clowning him and stuff. And I was like, bro, you don't do that no more. So that was cool, to like see them like entice him to get him like motivated to be like, okay, I'm gonna go back on the court.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I can really play, y'all. Don't forget.
Him and Larry Bird playing golf, and Bill Murray being there, like, it was
Yeah, I know,
just
bro.
like, wait, what? What are we watching?
that's
here?
the thing about the first one. I think is a lot more comedic. I mean, they had Bill Murray. in it.
Yes.
I
What's
can't remember his name. but
From he plays Newman in Seinfeld, but
Yeah.
Oh
he's
yeah, I know what you're
genius.
talking about. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do anything for you, Michael. Please. I was saying
You need me to
that
watch your
earlier,
kids? I'll watch your kids. Yeah.
Yeah, so that like
But that's really what it was like
Yeah.
with Michael Jordan, though. Like, nobody's doing that with LeBron.
No.
But, like, with Michael Jordan, it was like, hey, whatever you need, I will do it for you because you're Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And that's just the esteem that he kind of carried.
Right.
and he's just like, I guess. you
Yeah,
know?
it was
He's
great.
I like
yeah.
one of my favorite parts is when he got to the Toon World and it was on some like he was like, I need my shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he sent him to go get his
Fire.
shoes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like that was dope
Go get my
because
shoes and my shorts.
right, because Jordan's like, bro, I need
North
these
Carolina
things.
shorts,
Like,
yeah.
like I need that. And that was dope because that was actual like you said, like that's like an Easter egg because he actually wore those shorts in game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was actually a real thing. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope that they put that in the movie because Jordan really does wear those shorts
Yeah.
every game. So that was pretty cool. I like that part.
One of the things I wanted to compare is that, like, is the family, right?
Right.
So
Mhm.
Jordan's family was made up as well,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
and
Right.
what's
Does
her
Jordan even have
name?
kids?
He does, but like
In the movie, it was a fictional
yeah,
family.
in the
Okay.
in the movie it was a fictional family. I don't know if they were around like his kids' ages or
that's
anything
what I
like
was
that.
like.
His wife was played by, oh my goodness, I can't remember her name right now, but she's an accomplished actress as well. But that family dynamic felt real. Like it felt like when I was watching it, I didn't know that those weren't his family.
right.
When I was younger, I was like, oh, that's his real family, but that wasn't really the case. You
No.
know?
I remember being shocked about that too. Cause I was like, oh, that's not his son. Like, cause they
Yeah.
really had they acted good. They really did play the role and they looked like his kids.
Mhm.
They had the motion of like, okay, that really is my pops. And they interacted with each other good. So it made you believe it. And I
Yeah.
think if they didn't have that, it would have came off kind of weird. Like they didn't come off as if it was like, oh my God, it's Michael Jordan. I'm acting with it right now in this scene.
Yeah.
It's more so like they were just doing their thing
Mhm.
and they were just naturally just being his kids in the movie. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was dope.
And in A New Legacy, they really focused on that kind of like you know, that pressure that comes with being a child of a superstar.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And in Space Jam, the original one, they touched on that a little bit. They didn't go super crazy with it. They were
didn't
just
go
like,
crazy.
yo,
This is way more subtle.
yeah, it was like your son just lost his game. He's hot. You know, he knows that he could have done better and he knows that the pressure is kind of like there. You know, but with this one, they were really trying to hammer home that, you know, LeBron was just this dad that was like trying to make his son live out his same legacy, his same shoes. And I feel like that was a misstep because we all know LeBron's son. We didn't
Yeah.
know Jordan's
Bron.
son.
Yeah,
You know, like we know,
Bronny.
yeah, like we know
Yeah,
Bronny. So like they
that's
might
true.
as well have just casted Bronny to do it.
I
And I,
was
feel like that
saying-
would have been better.
I was saying he could have been the other kid that was actually good at basketball and then probably kept him
Yeah.
as
Right.
the son.
I
That's the
agree.
main
I would have
character.
rather it be called Bronny Ball than Dom Ball.
That would have been crazy, bro.
Imagine, bro.
Insane.
My goodness,
Insane.
bro. Bronny versus LeBron in the movie, that would have been
Yeah.
different, dude.
Bro, he would have
Damn.
at 16 doing
Yeah.
something like that would have been insane.
Yeah, he probably just wanted him to like focus on, you know, being a kid.
Well, he didn't want his head to get big and be like, "Oh, now I'm starring in a movie." Like,
Yeah, it's like you
feel
gonna
it.
work your way up there,
And it's
you know?
Hollywood, too.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
know, they probably like, we didn't do that for Jordan.
yeah, they probably
So
said, "Nah."
we ain't about to do that for
Yeah, we're
you,
not gonna
bro.
do it for you.
yeah.
You know?
You're already not like people don't really know like Bron. People know Bronny, but not like they know LeBron James.
Nah,
you know?
nah.
Worldwide, they're gonna be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like in this social media era, Bronny's known. Like
Yeah,
people
he's
know,
known.
like
But what is
they
like?
know who he is.
All they
Bronny's
know
known
is that
from,
he's LeBron's kid. You know.
yes,
That part.
but
So-
that could have been the opening of like, all right, now we're actually seeing a little bit of his skill at
Yeah.
16 years old. You know, that would have been great. I feel like you take advantage of that. Like with Jordan, of course you're not going to put his actual son
Yeah.
or daughter in there because like they don't play ball or anything like that. No point.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it kind of reminds me of Will Smith
yeah,
and
Pursuit
Jaden
of
Smith.
Happiness.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
and then
After
even
Earth.
Oh, I was about to say
don't
Independence Day.
talk about
No,
that.
no,
yet.
we're not going to.
We are going to talk
The
about
fake
that,
accent.
actually.
Oh,
Fuck out of here
no.
with the fake accent.
But
Sheesh.
it kind of reminds me of that. But I feel like with Will Smith, like that's his son and he's an actor, so he wants him to be an actor. But with LeBron, it's like I don't want you to be an actor. I want you to be a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is
Makes
kind of like
sense.
it's weird. He kind of did the same thing he did in the movie, but also in real life to
Yeah.
his own
Like
kids.
he's
Yeah.
addicted to basketball. Like,
yeah,
it's like, you have to do this. You got to do work.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was killing me with that in the movie. Like,
I
I ain't
mean-
gonna lie.
Yeah. I was like, come on, bro. Who
You gotta
wrote
do
this?
work.
Like,
I was like, my God, LeBron.
I just think that people don't really see LeBron in a way like we don't see his seriousness and dedication to the game, and I don't want that to be a slight on LeBron or like people listen, but like we just as fans we don't really see it. Like he does things so effortlessly, and he does it like with a smile on his face all the time. That like to see him upset or like we don't really see that, but we know Jordan was trash talking. We know that he was serious. We know that so like seeing him get like I guess the opposite, of being a comic relief and like having jokes and stuff like that was refreshing instead of seeing LeBron try and be serious. Where it's like, fam, like I'm laughing at you right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean, it goes back to like being two totally different movies. Like in the 90s, way simpler, like even with the
Well, bro, even with the length of the movies,
yeah,
because the first Space Jam was only an hour 27. New Legacy was like 2.5 hours.
I like that though.
I
Yeah.
loved it
I did
because it
love
was
what
character
they fit
development for
into it.
like
Yeah.
most of the characters,
Mhm.
even the
Yeah.
cartoons.
Yeah.
Because the first Space Jam movie, I feel like they actually didn't like show the basketball game. Like they just show like clips of
That's
like
true.
they always do in like movies. It's kind of like when you watch like the Power Rangers, like they're gonna fight at the end. It's only gonna be like 2 minutes,
Mhm.
but they hyped it up the whole time.
Yeah.
But it's like in this movie, we actually got to see the whole game.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the halftime really kind of hit.
Yeah.
It's like, they've been playing for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
they
I feel
really
you
have
on that.
halftime.
Yeah. I
so-
remember watching it on HBO Max, and I'm like, how much time is that? Damn, a whole hour, like,
Right.
And I'm like, what are they gonna do in this whole hour? Literally the whole
It's the whole game.
the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah,
game in 1
whole
hour. So
game.
I was like, cool.
Now I want to talk about the tunes, the Looney Tunes. How compared to how they were in Space Jam 1 and how they are now in Space Jam A New Legacy, we have some voices are the same, some voices are different.
Right.
You have Lola Bunny that is played by Zendaya
Right.
in Space Jam A New Legacy. How do you guys feel about the Looney Tunes development?
It
In both movies?
In both movies, which one do you kind of like prefer? I feel like Bugs was a little bit more of like a pessimist in A New Legacy.
Mhm.
Like he was a little bit more optimistic in Space Jam.
But I
1.
like that though because it like added the backstory as to why they were all separated
Mhm.
and why they had to jump through their multiverse. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's because Bugs was depressed. Everybody left him because the algorithm took them all the way to go do
Rhythm.
Algae Rhythm. Shout out Don Cheadle.
We got a
But
homie
Shout out
named
you know what I
Don
mean?
Cheadle,
Like,
yeah.
it allowed their own character development.
Yeah.
As where in this one, their tunes, it's just so weird that the fact that it's so commonplace that the tunes can just walk around the regular world. Like they're just a golf hole away. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
It's just
thing-
weird.
Yeah, I guess in that too, with the whole movie's like, I guess it's a reboot, right? It's not like a continuation.
It didn't seem like it.
They
no.
didn't really mention.
They kind of
Yeah, they did
They kind of
because
did, but
Little
they like acted like they didn't.
Yeah.
You know, even with Lola Bunny, like she would have probably played right away if it was like a continuation.
No,
But she was
well,
Yo,
like-
she
because
did say that line.
she's
With, she'd
been there, done that.
yeah,
exactly.
she did say that.
She was like, I've been there, none of that.
And
don't
I
need to do this
also,
again.
I mean, they even were talking about when they were looking for somebody in the crowd, and they're like, I found him, and then they look, and they're like, that's the wrong.
that's the wrong mic.
I don't even want to say.
Yeah. Well, they've probably seen it by now, but
Hopefully.
that honestly was like one of the best jokes in the movie. Like
Yeah.
I appreciate
that,
like the
that.
Bulls
finally,
music.
and
Yeah.
it was with the tunes though.
Yeah.
I actually do like the tunes on New Legacy, but
Yeah.
they did feel way more classic, obviously, in the '90s version.
It's just the
I feel
humor back then was so much more, I guess if you want to call it wholesome, but it was also dry.
Mhm.
So like when we watch it nowadays, our categories of comedy are completely different
Yeah.
because it spans through so much. And
That's true.
we like raunchy comedy and pop culture comedy is very commonplace.
Mhm.
Right.
So when you're in the 90s, it's very wholesome, very dry, like kid stuff.
It was a
Yeah.
little
Well-
looser though. In the
In the
90s.
'90s,
Yeah. I mean, it got a little wild in the 90s. There were just things that kind of went under the radar. So like the jokes were there.
Mhm.
It was just that you as a kid didn't really understand it.
They weren't
because you
hitting
didn't
like
have
that.
the internet,
Right.
You know. And I think I was just thinking right now with that montage scene where they clean up the gym, right? And Michael Jordan starts playing. The reason why it's so iconic and just so like wow, like Michael Jordan's just practicing on his own.
Spit shine.
Yeah, it's just
Sheesh.
because at that time we've never seen it. You know, like we've seen LeBron run drills, we've seen him
Right.
in practice. There's video, there's Instagram, there's
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff like that. So like we've seen that, but we never got to see Michael Jordan
Yeah.
do what Michael Jordan does. So seeing him practice was like inspiring.
Yeah,
You
to
know
him.
what I
Yeah, there
mean?
never was any clips like that. You're right. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that thing. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I guess to
Can't
him, he was
relate.
just like, I'm
I'm young.
That's
practicing.
wild.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Crazy.
that's kind of what made him even more iconic. You know, I mean, even in the movie, he's rocking his own shoes, obviously trying to promote them. And I'm pretty sure that itself helped the whole Jordan brand
Yeah.
go up even higher.
It
So
did.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted a pair of Space Jams.
Yes.
Everybody
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Do you guys think that the jerseys in the new one are better than the old jerseys?
Hard,
Oh, that's a tough one.
hard. But
That's
I like
a tough
both
one.
of them.
I like both too.
honestly.
there's nothing. I will always go with the classic jersey.
Yeah.
The classic one just looks clean
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I guess with the new one, you know, they try to go outside of the box, but
It just fits in more with like the NBA's like newer
Now.
jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
it looks like
fits.
something LeBron would wear.
Yeah.
yeah.
It does look like one of the new jerseys.
But
Yeah.
personally, I'll always go with the OG jersey, like
Right.
all day.
Right.
I want an away version of the OG
Ooh.
jerseys.
Like
I
a
feel
dark blue?
Yes.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
hard.
Yeah, bro. It'd be
Oh,
so
yeah.
fire.
That'd be hard, dude. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they need
swap
to
these
make that.
blues right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, need to run that. Because I think, to be honest, like if they would have put him in the original one, we would have all been hot.
Yeah, we would have.
Everybody would
You're
have been like, bro, come on, really? Like
You're
the
right.
original Toon
I
Squad?
remember
like,
when they revealed that jersey. It was like almost 2 years ago or a year and a
right.
half ago.
Yeah.
When, I mean, the movie was supposed to come out last year. Obviously, it got pushed back
Mm-hmm.
because of the pandemic and theaters being closed. But like, it's crazy. Like we got cereal boxes, we got toys and Happy Meals.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm
this
happy that they
got
did that.
Crazy press.
I'm really happy
You
that
know?
they did that because it made me feel like how the old Space
Yeah, I
Jam
was gonna
It
ask.
did.
Like,
Was
It
it the
did.
same type of
yeah.
press?
Yeah.
Oh
You know?
my goodness.
Yeah.
There were toys. There were every type of merchandise you can possibly think of.
They had at least
was,
one thing of
was
it.
Space Jam
Yeah.
branded because it was so brandable. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have Michael Jordan first of all, who's
So-
like outselling
Looney
Nike on
Tunes.
his own. You know what
Right.
I mean? And like Adidas and all these other brands. And then you have the Looney Tunes, and you can have something from every tune together separately with Michael Jordan,
Right.
without Michael Jordan, just Space Jam. Like it was just a variety of things. So I'm happy that they have toys, that they have cereal. Like Sincere, when you said that you found the cereal, I was like, okay, that's cool because you gotta have these
Yeah.
things.
I
Like,
mean,
sparking
you got a
a
jersey.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
the jersey,
I got the
right?
jersey. Yeah, I caught the jersey for
Really?
sure. Yeah. The
Dope.
jersey. Because I'm like, I like it. Honestly, like, I thought I would go into this movie being like, nah, I don't like this movie.
yeah.
But I honestly watched it and was like, I really like it because there's just things about it and the way it flowed. I was like, I can honestly see kids now
Yeah.
rewatching it. It has like more rewatchability than like the old one to me.
I feel that. I
You know,
feel
like
that.
these kids will really like this movie. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and I went into it like, okay,
There's so
this
many
is a
Easter
kids
eggs.
movie.
You know,
Mhm.
I think the
And,
first Easter egg in the new Legacy one that I really caught was the Big Chungus. You guys know what Big Chungus?
The
is?
Big Chungus.
I didn't beat that.
It's like
Let me
a-
find it. It's
It's a meme of Bugs Bunny and he's just like fat.
bro, that shit's funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was like super quick.
It was a quick like. I was like,
Mm.
what the heck? They really put that in.
It's
the
like they like
movie?
slid it in there. Like
yeah, they
really
just
fast.
slid it in there. Like they
Damn.
really just slid a meme in Space Jam:
Yeah.
No Legacy. And
Memes
Yeah,
are
bro.
gonna
It's
be in
Big,
movies
Big
more and more.
Chungus is when he's fat.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Big
that's
Chungus.
hard.
yeah,
Gotcha.
people make weird memes about Big
Yeah.
Chungus.
Big Chungus.
I did like how they expanded the universe
Mhm.
in this
I like that.
one.
Yeah,
You know, because
WB knew like this is art. We can do
Yeah.
anything.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
So this is
A
the crazy
lot.
thing. So like I remember in the
I
first
wrote a
Space
few
Jam,
down.
Daffy just kind of like flips around. He's like, I'm home by the WB, like right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only time WB is really mentioned, where it's kind of like breaking the wall of it. You know what I mean? But they literally break the fourth wall throughout all of New Legacy,
They did.
yeah.
and WB learning to use all their properties as they should, like the way Marvel does when they do anything cartoon related, like when they did the Phineas and Ferb episode and combined everything. Bro, it made my life so happy. Like seeing things like that and seeing like Granny and them inside the Matrix, or seeing LeBron and them inside Mad Max. Like
Or Rick and Morty.
The Mad Max one was really funny.
that shit was hard.
Rick and
Oh yeah, the Rick and Morty
popped
popping
Oh,
up.
Rick and Morty did pop up on
Game
there,
of
huh?
Thrones.
Yeah.
They
the
didn't want
Justice
Taz.
League
I
cartoon.
did like how they animated LeBron, and he was like animated a little bit more. I don't think
No,
Michael Jordan
was never
animated.
animated.
He was never animated.
Yeah.
Never animated.
But
and,
I
well,
did
like,
know.
real quick when they said, and you'll always lose.
Right.
He was animated during that time. But
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think that scene was created due to COVID? Like they didn't have time to shoot certain scenes, and they maybe just was like, let's just animate LeBron.
You know what? That
you know, that's a good take.
yeah, maybe. Because I
can
mean,
see that.
it's even better. You got the tools to animate. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
you're already animating.
You don't have to
the
worry about
tunes,
clearing
you know?
anything. 'cause
Right, you don't
own
have to worry
it
about
all.
clearing nothing.
You own it all.
It's pretty cool because you
And-
still get to see him in tune.
Most likely, he has a studio at his house. Probably
Yeah.
he can
Mhm.
just record it right there.
I'm pretty sure they built him
Mhm.
ones to do it and all that. But honestly, I really loved him as a tune.
Yeah.
Like they smushed him.
Yeah.
I'm shorter than Kevin Hart.
That was probably one of the funnier things he really said. I'm
That-
shorter than Kevin. Yeah.
The super team he tried to make. The Iron
Oh, yeah,
Giant,
King
Superman.
Kong.
Wait till I get his best friend.
I'm like,
Superman.
bruh. You gonna have
King
people
Kong.
dunking everywhere, man.
That
Come
was a
on.
good joke too.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
good joke.
That was him playing on himself, like saying, like, you know, they always say I create a super team. So he was just
Mhm.
playing along with it.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Even Algae Rhythm, man. We got to give it up to dude. 'cause
Hey,
Don
give it up to
Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Bro,
Come on, let's get a
man.
round of
I want to know
applause for
how
Don
that
Cheadle,
meeting
man.
went. I want to know what the pitch was to John
Sheesh.
Cheadle.
Shout
Like,
out
yo,
Don Cheadle.
Oh, yeah.
Give
Sheesh.
him his flowers.
Don Cheadle, bro.
you get War Machine to go to the WB, bro.
I'm
He
sure
was-
that he's okay. Well,
War
first of all,
Machine.
he's killing it right now. Like he's able
Big killing
to not only do Disney, Warner Brothers, kids things, teen things, but he's
What-
also doing super serious, super adult.
What
like,
kind of like
movies and stuff, too.
and shows? I remember
And
you told me
shows.
about a show.
Not only that, he was in Rush Hour 2.
I mean, it's classic.
Yeah,
This man's all
bro.
over the place, bro.
90s.
Don
Yeah.
Cheadle, bro. Like I think
Right.
he did a good job at bringing a better villain than the original villain in the movie. Like the original villain was
Agreed.
cool,
The original one,
but this
was,
one connected a little bit more.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Shout out to Danny DeVito.
I was gonna say Frank Reynolds.
No.
Hello?
What?
Yeah, like that. You guys don't watch Always Sunny?
No.
No.
That's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh,
in
and
this.
Frank. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
It's funny.
We always like who?
But so basically, the whole purpose of Space Jam 1 was that they needed more attractions for their amusement park, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So
And
they
they're
wanted
from
to
outer
get
space.
the biggest attraction of all is Michael Jordan. But it's basically like a slave planet. So he's like,
Right.
I want Michael Jordan to be here as a slave, which now in hindsight, not
I
the
know when
best
they
thing
said that, I
ever.
was like, why did they
Yeah.
say that?
In hindsight, that's all bad.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best thing for.
As to
for-
this,
for
the
movie.
algorithm wanted LeBron to be able to promote all things WB, Warner Brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
And then LeBron just trash talked him and he got upset.
So they
Pretty
both
much.
wanted bets pretty much. It's kind of like they had like a deal on the table for both of these guys.
Yeah.
For the most part, just one included slavery.
Yeah.
One included slavery,
And the other one included a bag that LeBron fumbled.
And you know the
Pretty much.
other tidbit that's in there, you know, Jordan's a gambler. So when Jordan gambled his whole dang team and all the
That's-
squad away, that
that's
was
right.
Jordan bagging on himself too,
Yeah,
because he likes to gamble. So
Does
that's
he
why he was
really?
just like, I'm down.
that is true. He did it
Yeah.
without a second thought.
Yeah, he didn't even think about it. He was
Like,
like,
yeah,
he's like, bet.
Yo,
Yeah, because he knew he's like, I'm not gonna lose.
I'm not gonna lose, bro.
Like y'all gotta trust me that I'm
Man.
we not losing.
That's why my man stretched his arm like that. Like, bro, I'm not losing this game. I'm a tune now.
That's
what?
funny.
Like,
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man.
whole arm stretch was probably like the most that they CG'd him.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
because out throughout, like you said, he was just kind of himself. He was never a tune.
Yeah.
But,
Now-
But I liked, the like how are they going to beat Jordan, and I liked how they went to
Yeah.
get real basketball
Well, it
players
was-
Right.
and steal their like talent.
Their
steal
talent.
I mean,
yeah.
they stole the talent before they knew Jordan was going to be on the team, didn't they?
they technically did.
Yeah, because they were like, "What's basketball?" And they went to go like
Oh,
find
yeah,
out what
yeah, watch
basketball
it, yeah.
was.
They went to
Yeah.
Madison Square,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
they had the little basketball.
All the
They
players
Made
were
them
like,
touch you.
talent.
"We're getting
Yeah.
sick. We're not playing no more." I was like, "Damn,
Bro,
that's
and-
crazy."
And it was just crazy that it was like such a packed like game. Like I don't know how they filmed it, but if they like used part of like a real game just,
Yeah.
to,
I
just to
think
get it, like that's
They
crazy.
might have, or they might have just like kind of did like a casting call, like come see.
Because
the-
how do you get that many people in there? Like it
Yeah.
had to have been
Oh,
a real game.
Well, from what I saw, it looked like it was on a green screen when they did the game, and like they
Oh.
like would film
the
like.
one with Charles Barkley? And,
Oh no, the a new
oh
new
yeah,
legacy.
yeah.
Oh,
But like they would film like certain people like in a row and stuff, and that's how they made it look.
Oh,
so,
for New Legacy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm,
for
how they
sure.
made it look
New
so
Legacy.
packed. 'Cause I was wondering like, dang, there's a lot of people on New Legacy.
Mhm.
I'm like, how
but
do you do
then
that?
for the
original
though,
when they're in
They
Madison
probably just-
Square.
that probably was just an actual game.
My assumption would be like
Preseason.
That preseason, or they just offer a free game and the
like an
movie studio
exhibition
just
game or
covers the cost
something.
of everything
Yeah.
as part of the budget.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Like an exhibition type game. or
Yeah.
something. I mean, they're in the movie though too. It's not like the only time they
Or
show
it could be
up.
like how
Yeah.
they do wrestling, because sometimes like you'll pull up early and they'll do like a recording there before the show. And they'll kind of like
Gotcha.
let you know, like, hey, this is going to be filmed for this.
Yeah.
So that's probably was there. People that
Yeah.
was there probably didn't even
He's
know they
put-
was going to be filming that movie.
In the
They just got
90s, they put
lucky.
an ad in the paper.
Yeah.
New York
Yeah.
Times was like Space
The
Jam
Yellow Pages.
filming
I'm
tonight.
like, Space Jam, what is this?
Yeah, no one would have
Open
known.
up
Nobody
the-
would've
open
knew,
up the
bro.
phone book. Like, are you guys really doing this?
They'd have thought MC Hammer just
Come
dropped
on
a new
and
single.
find out.
Space Jam. Like, MC Hammer? Oh, yeah. All right. This is going to be lit. Like, I'm telling you,
It
bro.
was so crazy
Yo.
though to have Charles Barkley act like that his talent got taken out.
Bro, it's
that's
funny because
insane,
he
bro.
looks confused the whole movie.
Charles was sad.
He was just confused. And I'm just like, sir.
They had the whole intervention. Like,
Yeah. They were doing everything like
They had the NBA in shambles, bro.
to me, that's the equivalent of like their multiverse, like going around in the multiverse. Like it was this whole side plot. Like they had
They
Charles
honestly-
Barkley on a whole side quest.
They really
trying to find
They really
himself.
Find
didn't
himself.
need to. They really didn't need to show that, but it's
I don't
just
know
so
what's wrong with me, Mike.
hilarious.
It was
that
so
they did
good
it.
that they did that, and one of the most iconic ever. Like is just going to the street ball, and you got Basketball Jones playing in the background. He said, "Look, it's Charles Barkley."
Charles Barkley.
He said, "Can I play?"
yeah.
Can
Pass me the
I
rock.
play?
Man, you ain't Charles Barkley.
You just a dude who looks like him. Go home, wannabe. Go home. Bruh, I was on the floor. How you gonna tell this man to go home and call him a wannabe?
And he started walking off, too.
Bro.
He was like, I'm out for sure.
Yeah, he
Y'all
had
right.
he got so embarrassed.
Shoot. Damn. That was the scene for sure.
Bro,
Go
all
home.
of the script writing for the shrink, like while they were just talking with the shrink, they was like, I love my mama. Like all that stuff, like it's gold. It's just gold.
Yeah, that was
And
great.
they didn't have to
But
act.
what did he say? When he's in church, I'll never foul.
I know.
Oh,
Never
I'll never foul
technical
again. I'll never
foul.
get another technical.
I'll never trash talk.
Nothing.
Like, yo.
Oh, my God.
Yo, they went through
He wanted his
literally. They
powers
went
back.
through. They went
Yeah.
through the 5 stages of grief, bro.
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
They kept going to the
yeah,
doctor.
I mean, legit for the new legacy, there was like no side quest.
Nah.
It was
No.
all
Well,
one
technically,
quest.
well, yeah, you're right. Because having to go get
I guess
all the
Bugs
tunes.
was the side quest. You know, Bugs Bunny getting all his homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just
Not-
like
not
to-
the same as.
I guess the
Not the
side
same.
quest is like LeBron's assistant trying to like hide that he ain't there.
that he didn't lose LeBron.
Yeah,
he didn't
I
lose
guess.
LeBron.
That guy
Yeah.
looked like Jason Derulo. Who is that?
Oh my God. Hello.
Oh my!
He looked like Jason
I
Derulo.
was like, that's not Jason Derulo.
I just want to
Right.
point out the
Right.
security guard was Lamar from Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, dope.
Oh, okay.
The one that's to me?
Slink Johnson.
It's crazy you
yeah,
say
yeah.
that
Slink
because
Johnson.
He was
I hear it
funny.
now.
He was funny.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
You lost the greatest basketball player in the world, LeBron James. Like he
You
was
security.
mad.
You're a security guard. Go secure LeBron. I gotta secure the station
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
I'm at
Where I'm at
in my vicinity.
Jeez.
Shout out to Slink, man.
He was funny, man.
So I guess where we go from here would be, we've already kind of compared the movies and like some tidbits and different things
Yeah.
like that. So now let's, I guess, put them more head to head against each other. Like, so for
Okay.
example,
Yeah.
I would say let's start off.
The Monstar.
Not even
Oh.
necessarily. Well, I would say let's start off with LeBron and Michael
Jordan,
first.
yeah.
Michael Jordan.
So not even
LeBron.
necessarily basketball because that's a whole nother podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
for
But
sure.
we're a movie pod, so let's compare their acting skills.
Their acting abilities.
okay, I say they damn near the same. They basketball players. They can't act.
Yeah, they said
But
it. He said it.
LeBron
in-
acknowledged it.
in
That's
New Legacy.
Yeah.
And I guess in Space Jam, the only thing Jordan acknowledged is that he couldn't play baseball.
That's it.
Yeah.
he acted like he.
But he
To play
acted
baseball.
regular. He just
Yeah.
acted like Michael Jordan. And that was good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny every time I watch the original Space Jam. Now I think of the the Michael Jordan meme. The what are you doing? Stop it! Because I can't picture it because he's just so like, just calm.
I just think that whoever wrote for LeBron just didn't do the greatest of job, especially in the beginning. Like, I think it got better over time.
it got better
like,
when he
but-
acknowledged the fact that he couldn't act.
Yeah. I mean,
you kind of like, he kind of tells you this movie's gonna be bad in a sense. Like, I'm not gonna be the best I can be. I'm a basketball player.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
an actor.
yeah.
You know, so
But who's taking home the Oscar? Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
LeBron.
You really? You think so?
just because the people would
Yeah,
like
the
LeBron
people
more.
would
But
like
the
LeBron.
LeBron's saving grace, though, which I guess Michael Jordan couldn't do, which even then, if he was given the opportunity, I don't think it'd be well, was that he voice acted. That he was a
Yeah.
tune,
right.
Yeah.
and that he got to be way more animated.
Yeah,
and
I would definitely say LeBron for that. You know,
Yeah.
it's not easy to voice.
And he
act.
wasn't surrounded by comedic gold, which
Nope.
is with
Bill
Bill
Murray.
Murray. Like,
Nope.
come on, man.
It was
Yeah.
just comedy that Bill
He was
Murray
around
showed
literally
up.
just
How
the
did Bill
tunes.
Murray show up at the end?
Bill Murray was like a basketball player.
No,
like,
I know, but like,
in
how
it,
did he
though.
show up? In
like,
Toon
how did he
World?
get there?
Oh, because they were digging the hole.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he went down the hole too.
Yeah, he went down.
because they
the
were
hole.
looking for it.
Yeah.
It was just comedy how Michael's like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And he's
I'm
like,
here to play.
I'm here to play. I'm here to help you. Bill
Get
Murray,
the
he's
backwards
like,
hat on.
all right, listen to me. And he's like, no, we playing defense. I don't play defense.
Oh,
Yo.
He came up with a whole play, a
Yeah.
whole ass play, and was just like, "Nah,
It was
but we're on
comedy
defense."
when Jordan was in the air and he was like, Michael, pass me the ball, I'm open. And he's like, all right, never mind. Yo.
Bill Murray's comedy.
It was gold. So I think he had some pieces that even Larry Bird was hilarious, bro. Like
Yeah.
there were a lot of pieces that Michael Jordan had where he wasn't really on his own like that. And LeBron was kind of on his own.
He
So I
literally
give
had
that
to
to
be
him.
with the tunes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny
When
because go ahead.
when I first saw like pictures for the Goon Squad, like I saw AD, Dame, who else?
So the
WNBA
Clay.
it was Klay Thompson,
Candace.
Dame, Diana Taurasi,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Taurasi. Yeah.
Anthony
WNBA.
Davis, and then I can't pronounce her last name, but it's the
Nika?
Nika Mikey.
Yeah, I
We're
think
probably butchering that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm doing terrible at
Yeah,
that. So I
sorry,
apologize.
she was
But
awesome. Though. She was
WNBA.
awesome.
fire.
in the movie.
Yeah.
She really was.
Like I saw them in pictures and I was like, oh, I thought they were gonna like be acting with LeBron.
Yeah,
But
that's what I thought.
they
too.
didn't even act. They just
They-
used their likeness.
They were
pretty
well,
much.
they were technically in it for like a minute, but
Yeah.
even then they weren't even anywhere.
Yeah,
near
they weren't
LeBron.
in it after
They
that.
weren't with LeBron.
Well,
Which-
the reason why I found out is because a lot of those athletes that LeBron wanted in the movie weren't under Nike contract.
Mm.
So they didn't
Gotcha.
really want to put him in the movie like that. Because like I think
So they
Dame
only
Lillard,
wanted to use Nike
athletes. So Dame Lillard is
Huh.
with Adidas. Klay Thompson is with another company as well. So they was kind of fishy on like, we don't want to do it. But LeBron was like, nah, like these my
Yeah.
homies. I want him in the movie.
Yeah.
Make it happen. So that's why you don't really see him like
Yeah.
that. That's why they don't really talk as much.
Not
and
only
all
that,
stuff.
but I love the fact that you get two female.
Yeah, I was gonna
players
say
as
adding
well.
two
Yeah.
WNBA
Yeah.
players.
Because
yeah.
they're
That was a huge move, and
Yeah.
I think that was great.
The
for
WNBA is
Space Jam.
already like it's going up already.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like for the last few years, like it's been getting a lot more popular, a lot more better stars.
Mhm.
New
play 'em in
team,
2K?
Yeah, they got new
teams.
jerseys now.
Yeah, like
yeah.
it's dope. Yeah, I mean that's revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
At least for this movie. Obviously,
Yes.
But
there
I think
there
that was a really good decision on their part.
Yeah.
To incorporate.
I mean, you kind of had
incorporate
to
the
if you
WNBA.
didn't.
Yeah.
People would have been like, "Why was there no WNBA?" I mean, obviously
Yeah.
they're just as good. I mean, they're playing a professional sport. It's
Right.
literally called WNBA.
Yeah.
Right. And that was a cool way of doing it too by giving them like the quote unquote powers by making them different like monsters kind of.
their
Mhm.
power ups.
Their
Yeah.
power up. So then it justifies them being,
Yeah.
a woman versus a man playing, it's saying it's like,
Yeah.
dude, they
What
like
was-
I mean,
super.
hot take, to be honest, I feel like eventually they should just merge it. I feel like it should be a co-ed league.
It
like-
could get
I,
there,
I
bro.
feel like it really can because there are WNBA players that will ball up dudes. Like it's not
Oh
like
yeah.
the way that the sport is
It's gonna
played
take a while, but
isn't
it's gonna happen.
necessarily
there.
as physically demanding, like as far as a difference in both genders and like how they kind of approach the game. So I feel like that they can do that. I feel like soccer and basketball, two sports that you can have co-ed teams and it be just as entertaining, just
Yeah.
as fun.
Yeah, I
Right.
feel that.
They'll get there. It's gonna take a while. I mean, they're already going in a good direction. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, if they can start doing that like in All-Star games, then
That'd be
would
dope.
That would be dope.
That'd be dope.
But a lot of the times, like right now, their seasons don't run at the same time.
No.
Yeah.
Like I think the WNBA playoffs is about to happen or just
Yeah.
happened.
They start like
something
right
that.
when the NBA ends. They immediately start. Yeah.
so-
Mm.
But eventually, yeah, I think
That'd be dope to
merge.
have him in an all-star
That'd be
game.
hard.
That's a really good take. I feel like
Yeah, it's the
that would
best
be
way. I mean,
awesome.
exhibition match, you know, doing it for charity,
Mm-hmm.
doing it for the entertainment. You know, obviously you're going to be making money off of it as well.
Yeah.
Might as well merge all your stars into a super league.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
know.
then to get the women a chance to ball some of these dudes up.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
I would love to see it.
That'd be hard.
It'd be great for the sport.
I mean,
Heck
we
yeah.
play sometimes at the park. We'll play with anybody. If you want a
Yeah.
ball, if good or bad, we're gonna play. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
most of the time, the females are really good.
Yeah.
You know, there's this older lady that we play. She reminds me of like Chris Paul. She's really good at passing.
She
Like,
can
she's
shoot
really
too, bro.
vocal.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
She's really vocal. She's cool. Shout out to Marie.
Yeah.
Hey.
She ain't gonna listen to this, but
She might.
She might. You
might.
never know.
nah,
Like, hey,
she's
girl,
cool.
shouted you out on the pod. What's
Yeah.
that?
She's really good.
Right.
What's a podcast?
The first day I saw her is the first day when I went to go play. She was like, "Y'all want to play?" I played 2 games. I was like, "I'm done today."
Right.
She's like, "What you mean you done?" Like,
Yeah.
She talk man.
Where's your
Yeah.
stamina?
yeah.
Big shit.
Come on, young buck.
Now I can play longer, but yeah, when I first went, she could have probably crossed me up easy.
Yeah,
Just
she be having like a
shot over
tracksuit
me.
on, huh?
Yeah, she has everything.
Hilarious.
Compression sleeves all
Compression
over.
sleeve.
Oh, she ready to go.
Yeah, she
Sheesh.
is ready to go. She's
shout out
crazy.
her.
She got a good shot. I'm not
She
gonna lie.
TTG.
So before we
Train
get
to
too
go.
sidetracked, LeBron or Michael Jordan? Back to the original question.
I'd
say
Who's a better
LeBron.
actor? I don't think we answered.
I'm gonna go LeBron.
We-
Yeah, I'm
we
going
did.
LeBron.
Yeah, I'm
Semi.
gonna go with LeBron for this one. You know what I'm
I'm going
saying?
Michael Jordan.
Now, what about better villains though?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
mean,
I
you
get.
can't be done.
So, okay.
Actually, no, I take that back.
So
I take
yeah,
that
we
back.
were gonna jump into that. So putting the Monstars against the Goon Squad.
that
Oh.
one too.
Oh
Okay.
wow, okay.
Okay. All right.
So we could do
Can we-
this
can we
multiple
list
different
off
ways.
what? Give us our 5.
Yeah. So the
Fine, fine.
Monstars, if we're going just based off the players,
Yeah, because
we got Charles Barkley,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Ewing,
Mm-hmm.
Larry Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Sean Bradley,
Mm-hmm.
and
Muggsy.
Muggsy Bogues.
All right.
Okay. Goon Squad, we got AD Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson,
Okay.
Dame Lillard, Diana Taurasi, and Nanika. I don't want to mess up her last name.
Ooh. Who you rolling with? That's cool.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
So there's multiple different ways you could do this. You could actually just look at the players
That's a tough one.
and just
man.
put them against each other,
Yeah.
or you can actually put their villain status on how they played in the games as well.
I mean,
I mean, if we put their actual villain status, I mean, the
The-
Goon Squad had powers.
yeah, the
that-
Goon. I was gonna
Yeah.
say Goon Squad had Chronos.
Yeah.
I have it right here. They have Chronos.
They were all the
It's
Infinity
crazy,
Stones.
Yeah, pretty
Wet
much.
Right.
Fire,
Wet
Yeah.
fire, bro.
White
Yeah.
Mamba.
Yeah.
That's dope. And then,
But the
damn,
Monstars were scary though.
They
Yeah.
were
And
scary.
gigantic. And one of them blew fire.
Yeah.
So Wet Fire ain't gonna be nothing. He's
Yeah.
blowing fire.
And they seemed like they
so-
were bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
way bigger. They're
Like they
way
seemed bigger. Like
Yes.
the Monstars
Yeah.
seemed huge.
yeah, the Goon
Actually,
Squad was like
like
almost
regular
actual
size.
size,
Yeah.
Bruh, the way that they were jumping across the court to
Yo,
dunk it,
but-
fam.
But when Don
Bro.
Cheeto got big,
Yeah,
he
that
was
that's
huge.
true.
He was huge.
I was like, God,
keep in
damn.
mind- The Monstars played basketball.
yeah.
The Goon
Yes.
Squad played Dom Ball.
That is true. That's what I was gonna say too.
Oh,
Like
that's true.
the 2 movies, you know, one actually was playing basketball
actual
and had the
game.
fundamentals, not no extras,
Yeah.
extra points, a 10, 20 point extra.
Yeah,
Like it was like a real
bonus.
basketball.
Yeah.
game.
So I don't know. I mean,
From an animated perspective, I think the Monstars are gonna give them the business.
Yeah, dude.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Too
if
many
they were
tall
playing,
dudes.
even if they were playing down ball, I think that
Yeah.
they would be doing things that it's just like, all right, bro, like this is out of control.
yeah,
Right.
Because they like busted up the court, like stepped on it, and like made like created earthquakes and things like that.
Yeah,
So
that is
it's,
true.
it's different. It's different. Now, if we're gonna take the actual players,
Oof.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
gonna be-
Sheesh.
Goon Squad's washing.
Oh yeah. That's a clean sweep.
Klay Thompson,
Wet fire? Come on, man.
Yeah, bro.
AD,
Clay's gonna be
the
Clay
brow.
and Dame.
Clay, Dame, and AD.
Yeah.
it's-
Chronos.
You know, I've never really seen these WNBA players
Uh,
ball, but I assume
Diana's
they-
really,
Diana
she's
Taurasi,
really tall.
she's good.
She's tall.
She hoops.
I mean, if
She got
her
rings.
name
So she
is
playing
White
center.
Mamba,
She got rings.
Yeah, so she's playing center then.
if her
Mhm.
name is White Mamba,
Yeah,
then it's
She
a
be
problem.
shooting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a problem
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Black Mamba is a problem.
Right.
So if your name is White Mamba, then it's a problem.
If I'm correct,
So-
she has at least 5 championships.
sheesh.
well-
there you go.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
That's good enough. For
There
me.
you go. Charles Barkley, how many he got? Zero.
Zero, just like the sun.
Oh man.
Go home.
Ooh, sheesh.
Oh, that's what the Buck said.
Jeez.
Dang.
Yo, y'all
Yeah.
see? All right,
Goon Squad
quick
is checking
question. Do you think we'll get a Space Jam with Giannis in the future?
Oh my goodness.
I guess
like
that's
a
kind of
global-
like,
like a
I just
global
thought of
one?
that right now.
Global
Yeah.
Jam.
Or Luca.
Oh God.
Nah, it had to be Giannis.
Overseas
Yeah, it gotta
Jam.
be Giannis. I'll be hot if it's Luca.
It had
No
to be
cap.
Giannis.
Luka
It would
too
be so
boring.
much funnier with Giannis.
They gotta have all
too.
his brothers in there.
Yeah,
That would be funny.
They could have all of them. That'll be funny.
That would be funny.
That's a
but
good one, bro.
Either
They're
that
vi-
or I feel like with Lonzo.
no.
It'd be like you get the Ball brothers.
Oh
in.
my
Yeah, but it would be
Ball
funny though.
brothers,
It would be
yeah.
funny.
funny.
It's
With
possibly
LeVar,
comedy.
You know, LeVar getting animated and joining
Oh
the team
my
would be his
God.
lifelong dream.
They would be like, just use my likeness as a villain.
Yeah, he would be the villain some kind of weird way.
Yeah.
Like they'll flip LeVar where he would like tripped out or something, and now he's the villain in the
That's-
movie. They would do that, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. But I could see them making a Space Jam 3 based off of like what I saw in this movie. I can honestly see them making a new one. It
Yeah.
seems like they want to continue.
Honestly, I feel like that they'll use Bronny.
I
If
can
they-
see that
if-
too.
If they make a third one.
I can see that too. Do you think it's gonna be
No.
like years before they make a new one?
It's gonna be years
Yeah, I
because
think
this
so.
was what 20
20
years?
something.
I think it
plus
might be
years.
sooner than we
It'll be
think.
sooner than 20 years, but like I think that
because of the technology. they
yeah, I'd
have
say
now.
maybe like 4. I'd say in 4 years they'll have it. They'll have one.
Hmm?
I can see that.
I wouldn't
I
want
could see it
that.
in less.
And then bring
2 or 3
bring in
years.
Braun back after he retired.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Because LeBron's
Yeah.
probably going to be retiring around that time anyway,
Mhm.
so they
He's
can just
gonna-
have the whole movie like
He's
that.
just gonna go play football though.
Oh God.
Just kidding.
Or
My
fight
goodness.
Mike Tyson. Did you guys see
Fight-
that?
Bro, they were like,
you guys see
my-
that on Twitter?
Mike Tyson in his prime or LeBron James
In
with
2
2 years of training.
Bro, it doesn't
Bro,
matter
it doesn't
how much
matter.
training you have.
Doesn't matter. King James,
Yeah.
you're going down, bro.
Mike Tyson in his prime
Jesus
is going to
Christ.
destroy anybody.
Bro, no cap. Like, bro, Mike Tyson is too strong, too crazy, too powerful. Like, come on, man. LeBron would not want no smoke with that man.
Not at
Like,
all.
at all, man. Like, I ain't trying to do nothing with Mike Tyson but smoke. That's it.
Yeah.
Be cool with that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Another thing I wanted to touch on real quick before we move on and give our ratings is the soundtracks.
ooh.
Yeah,
It's
so
good.
The soundtracks.
I remember just the soundtrack trying to be hyped up so much for a New Legacy. Because who do we get? We got Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin for the first song.
I like
Lil
it, though.
Bill?
I like the song.
It was a good song.
I like the song.
It was a good song. I
But-
gotta give it up to him.
The
Did you say
original,
Lil Bill?
Lil Bill.
Lil Bill.
Damn.
Nah.
I guess
but
that's the close we can
the
mention that
original,
name.
I don't know, bro. I feel like the original Space Jam kind of takes the soundtrack wise, just off the theme song alone.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I mean, they had D'Angelo.
I believe I can fly.
Oh yeah, they did have I Believe I Can
Yeah.
Fly.
I'm not an advocate. I understand R. Kelly is
Yeah, I
canceled.
was gonna
I
say.
get it. I get it. But
Or,
there is
I mean, they even have
no
Fly
no denying.
Like an
bro.
Angel.
There's
know
just
damn
no
well-
denying. There's no denying the musical ability
Yeah.
that was demonstrated on that movie.
Not
I
only
mean,
that,
the
people are
soundtrack,
hypocrites.
the main one itself,
Bruh.
the Space Jam track.
Come on,
you know?
it's Space
Hey, don't
Jam.
sleep on my guy Seal though.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
Basketball Jones.
Basketball Jones is a classic, bro.
yeah.
What are we talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah,
There's
nah.
nothing classic about a New Legacy soundtrack.
The only one I liked that was in the movie was the one that Chance the Rapper did in the intro.
See,
Yeah.
I haven't really heard the new soundtrack.
I listened to
I've
it once.
seen the
It's
track
not-
list.
That's
Mhm.
all right.
It's just skippable, bro. All of it's skippable. There's
Yeah.
there's no hit.
no.
Like there's not one song that you
See-
can use later on outside of this movie.
The
types. Yeah.
the soundtrack that still reigns supreme in my just ears is Into the Spider-Verse. And we don't have to get crazy into it,
That's a
but
good one.
but the integration of
Black
the
Panther.
soundtrack, nah, fam. The integration
Yeah,
of,
yeah, I
of-
know.
of
In the actual
soundtrack-
movie, yeah.
Yes.
Because
like,
that Black Panther didn't really
because
do that.
that's what happened in Space Jam. It was the integration of
Yeah.
the soundtrack that made it amazing
Right.
also. You know, and New
I-
Legacy didn't really have
I'm
that.
still like surprised D'Angelo was on the soundtrack of Space Jam.
Bro.
I feel
It was
bro.
so beautiful. I was like, this is on Space Jam.
Yeah,
bro.
amazing.
Yeah, bro.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's what '90s was. It wasn't. It was all about the R&B.
They're all about
songs.
hits.
Yes.
All about hits.
Yeah, it was all about the hits.
That's another thing too. Like in the 90s, you had to have a hit. Like
Right.
you weren't coming on there with no mid song. It was a
Right.
hit record.
right.
Yeah, I can see that.
Here it's a little bit more subjective. You know what I mean? You got
names
your-
names mean a lot.
Right.
Exactly.
As to where in the 90s, it doesn't matter what status you were. You wrote a hit, you wrote a hit.
You wrote a
DJ
hit.
Khaled could have done this Space Jam New Legacy.
Oh, for
soundtrack.
sure.
It would have been better.
It would have hit. It would have hit.
I would have just been
It
annoyed
would've
with the
been
DJ
better.
Khaled.
It'd have been. I would have.
And
the
one.
best Space Jam
And one. Another one. Like, no, bro.
Nah, yeah, that wouldn't have hit. Nah. Another thing that was different too, like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
But another thing that was different too, like, you know, back in the day when you actually be on the soundtrack, that was also like a big deal.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
So that's another reason probably why the songs hit more, because they knew, like, dude, I'm on a soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, dudes just do a song
That's
for a movie and they're just
movie
like, all right,
money.
Yeah,
I
they
got
don't
paid
care.
to do this movie.
Yep.
You know, and that's it. You know?
They don't care. They don't put their.
I mean,
all
I'm pretty
into it.
sure.
Right.
I'm pretty sure the Quad City DJs are still gonna pay for "Welcome to the Space
Yeah,
Jam."
for sure. They're still getting paid for that.
Yeah. hell
You don't
yeah.
have to work we haven't heard them since.
Even Cheech and Chong probably still
They're
making
fine.
money off that.
They're
bro.
good.
Like,
Not only that, but anytime someone uses that sample, which they used in this movie,
Yep.
money.
Money.
true.
Money.
That's true.
Unless they got a terrible contract with Warner Brothers Music.
yeah, you never know
Which could
nowadays.
be the
with
case.
Warner
You can't
Bros.
use it at all.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
man.
That'll be
So,
all
so are
bad.
all those artists on the new soundtrack like on Warner Music? You think?
Could be.
Probably,
I mean,
possibly.
Warner's one of the bigger
Yeah.
labels who have all kinds
That
of
would
other
make
labels
sense.
under them. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't want to like share that
yeah,
with anyone else.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
'cause
just keep it all in house.
I believe Atlantic is under Warner as well, and a lot of these artists, they get signed by
that is
Atlantic.
true.
There's a few.
I mean, Lil Uzi's on here.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
he's on-
I mean, but at the same
with
time, you're not
Atlantic.
gonna say no if you
Hell
want to be
nah.
on a Space Jam 2
Absolutely
soundtrack.
not.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be on that.
That's pun intended. That's legacy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
Like you're solidifying yourself a
Damn,
part of
Leon
culture.
Bridges is on it.
No, damn.
I didn't know that. Even Joyner Lucas, that was random.
So it's a wash.
Jonas
The original
Brothers?
soundtrack's washing the soundtrack.
Yeah, the original
Original, yeah.
knocks
That
it
one
out.
wins.
Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Yes.
Goodbye,
That's
LeBron.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bro. Just overall,
Let's do ratings.
I don't want to rate the original one because then everybody's gonna fight me.
I mean,
No. I
go
mean,
crazy, man.
give your ratings, man.
I
It's your
get.
show.
Yeah, you're right. It's my show. You're right.
Go ahead.
I own 33% of the show. The original Space Jam, I give it it's like a 7, bro.
Okay.
See, I was gonna give it the same.
It's like a 7.
Okay.
This
I'll
Space
see.
Jam, maybe like an 8.
Really?
What sells
okay.
it for me, which again has nothing to do with basketball, has nothing to do with the purpose of the movie,
You
Is
guys
the
can attack
WB
It's just-
Sincere in his DM.
is just the fact that WB used all of their properties properly. Bro, that sold it for me. Like, I
Yeah.
felt like a kid
It was
watching the movie
cool.
just
That
for
was
all these
cool.
nods to all these other movies, using all these characters, having the Justice League pop up, bro. Like, cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
to me, the OG Space Jam wins it for me off the comedic, like all the comedic stuff. It's just more simple. It's easier to digest. Like you said, it's shorter. You just want to watch something quick. You can even watch it in the background if you've seen it before. But
In the
I give it
background.
like a 6 or a 7. It's not too like Space Jam New Legacy. I liked it too when I watched it. And then I saw it with my girlfriend too, and she didn't know what was going on. But I did laugh at a couple references, basketball references.
yeah.
And she'd be like, "What is that?" And I'd have to explain it. But
Yeah.
it was cool. Like I still got a lot of the references, like just basketball rules or just stuff like it's funny. They had Ernie Johnson in
Ernie
Yeah,
was
they had
New
Ernie
Legacy.
and Lil
I was
Rel.
like, okay,
Yeah, that
Actually-
was fire.
actually-
that was fire.
8.5 because I actually lost my train of thought. Damn it. Just go ahead.
It's okay.
Oh,
Shite.
shout out Murs. Murs wrote that.
Murs,
wrote that verse
there
for
was
Porky.
for Porky Pig.
Yeah.
Really?
Murs
Yeah, you
wrote
didn't
that
know that?
verse.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wrote the verse for that.
So
I
that
was gonna
8.5.
trash that.
Oh,
Hey yo.
well,
Hey Murs, bro. I'm gonna send this episode to you. If you hear me,
sheesh.
Shout out Murs, but
find a
I mean,
you
it's
can't
a
have
movie.
you can't have
Come on.
Porky rap, man.
What?
Okay. So my whole thing
Who
is
else was gonna rap?
I personally do not like animated characters rapping. Like I don't like the I'm gonna try and be cool and rap in movies.
Not even
I-
Looney Tunes. I
No,
mean, they're
I
being
appreciate-
loony.
I shout out Murs. I
They're getting
appreciate
loony.
you for pinning that. You should always pin it. If there's ever a
I
rapper
mean,
that gets called to do something like
he probably
that,
got
you should.
He
pin
probably
it.
got paid
Right.
more than being on the soundtrack.
Absolutely. However, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. I saw this dude. What he rap? I was like, fam.
Yeah,
what
I
are
thought
you
it was
doing?
funny.
And then,
laughed, yeah.
you know what's the
Bit,
worst
bit,
part about it? The worst part about it is everyone else's reaction to his bars. And
Bro.
and LeBron be like, ooh.
Yeah, I didn't like
Yeah,
LeBron.
like,
I
all
was
that-
like,
I was
LeBron,
like, fam,
stop.
what are you doing?
Bugs
Like,
Bunny and Lola Bunny were over here fucking Running Man.
Bro.
90, yeah.
It's that weird shit where they
It's
tell
just-
them like this is what the green screen this character's gonna do.
Yeah.
And they,
I just picture like some non hip hop, doesn't care about the community guy, just there like, oh yeah, the kids are gonna love this. Like I got him with this, and I'm just like, no,
I'm making him Cabbage Patch while he's rapping. It's just something stupid, bro.
fam, get the fuck out of here, get out of here. So
He hits
they was,
the Dougie.
They was hitting the folks in the back though. They was hitting the folks. They really was.
shout out Murs for writing that. You should write that. Any rapper that gets the opportunity to do that. But just know that it's cringe.
Yeah,
It's cringe.
I'm pretty sure.
Liked it.
You know
I
what?
liked it.
You know, how many opportunities do you get to write like that for a movie? And
Yeah.
it might
You
lead
don't.
to more opportunities.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's like, might as well. He probably thought the same thing, but he's like, you know what? This is
I
probably.
need Jadakiss to write it.
Yo, shout out the lock.
Sheesh.
Yo,
Body.
Oh, man.
They booed
Body
they,
of man.
they booed
Yeah.
Cam at they booed him at Madison
you
Square
do,
Garden.
buddy?
Bro, it's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Oh, yeah, Sean, what's your ratings?
What's your rating?
For the original Space Jam, bro, just off the rip, I'm just gonna give it a 9, just because
Okay.
of its originality
With
and
you.
it was different for the time. There was nothing like that was out. It was fun. I remember going home wanting to watch it again.
Yeah.
Mad as hell
Yeah.
because my mom wasn't gonna take my black ass back to the theater to go see it.
that's
So
the
that shit
thing
too
about
high.
now, bro.
Yeah,
You can go see it in theaters and then go home and
Or
see
you
it
just
if
watch
you
the
have
YouTube,
HBO
you can watch
Max.
the YouTube clips.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I couldn't do
Yeah.
that. I had to wait till the VHS came out, bro. And I
Bro.
copped it too. And it had like the little coin
Yup.
and stuff. It had like a little silver coin came with it in the corner. And people were stealing them out the stores. You had to like look through and be like, yeah, I got my coin. I wanted my
Oh,
damn
God.
Jordan coin.
Classic.
Yeah, so a 9 just because of that. And I mean, to keep it a buck, bro, I'm gonna give the new one a 8.5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's high.
Because I feel like it's
Space Jam,
it's
wait.
innovative. It's really, really modern.
Mhm.
It's current as hell. I think kids would like it. Like I said before, I like the villain, man. You know, Algie Rhythm was too
Algie
damn funny in that
Rhythm.
movie, man. Like I
Yeah.
had too much fun. Like the things he was saying. Like one of my favorite things he did is when he, looked at LeBron's kid and he was also like, why don't you tell your dad always saying like you got to do work, and like he turned into LeBron.
Yeah.
That was so funny. I was like, that's a good one. So yeah, I like the villain in that movie. I like the concept. Even with them going to the Toon World was kind of weird. Like I feel you sincere about the character thing, but that shit kind of made me a little bit like, it's too many characters.
Mhm.
But they found a way
Yeah.
to make it not too like, okay, this is what
Not
they're
too
doing.
crazy.
Yeah, because I thought they were gonna show everybody, but they just showed enough of it. Because they were just
Yeah.
trying to explain why it was like that.
Right.
So I understood that. So 8.5 for the movie for sure.
I feel it. Well, I give the original an 8. I just think it was solid. It was great. It really encompassed basketball culture. It encompassed Looney Tunes. It was funny. It was emotional. Soundtrack was fire. It was very concise, to the point, rewatchable. Just overall a solid addition to pop culture, black culture, hip hop culture, basketball culture, just everything there. I think every aspect that it touches reveres that movie in a positive light. So I appreciate that. New Legacy, I give like a
Don't do it.
I thought you were about to say a 4.
Don't do it.
Not under 5. Not under 5.
I
Not
was,
under 5.
I was gonna
Damn.
go 5.5, like 6. I was gonna give it like 5.5 or 6.
You
It's
hate
just-
fun. You hate fun.
Nah, man. It's
You
just
fun hater.
I mean,
Nareek's
LeBron-
kids are gonna be
like-
so bored.
like LeBron.
I hope your children love
no,
this
I'm
movie.
gonna show them the original. That's
Yeah,
what they gonna
that's-
see.
I hope your
Yeah,
kids take you
they
to a
gonna watch the
LeBron game.
original.
I hope you go to like a LeBron like meet and greet one day with your kids.
Oh no.
They'd be like, my dad
And then-
hates you.
Yeah, and then
you,
your kids
man.
talk shit,
like
and
you, man.
LeBron smack the shit out of you. They play the audio clip.
No, I don't care. I don't care what's going on. I don't care who you are. You're not about to beat me up in front of my kids. That's
God.
just
Hell
not gonna
no.
happen. That's not gonna happen.
You tell
I'll
your
never
dad.
smack you. I'll do something.
Can't beat you up in front of your kids, bro.
No, it's not
Yeah,
gonna happen.
nah,
They
nah,
gonna
nah.
respect you. You seen the Kevin Hart stand up? They
Oh,
gonna respect
yeah.
you at all.
Nah, not at
It's
all.
over.
Damn.
Nah, I mean,
But a
it's,
5, damn, bro.
no, like a 5.5, not just like a like a 5.5, man.
Sheesh.
And it's honestly because of Don Cheadle. If they would have had any other type of villain that wasn't Don Cheadle, I would have gave it even less.
Oh,
But
damn.
it's just The kid didn't do it for me. I mean, LeBron is LeBron. I wasn't expecting a whole bunch from him. Seeing Warner Brothers do all of their properties, like, you should do that because you're Warner Brothers. Like, so that's not to me like you realize that you can do this. It's like, bruh, you better do that because you're sucking everywhere else. So it's just, you know, I don't know. And then maybe it's just the Kobe fan in me, but you know,
Mamba mentality.
Without,
we almost had a Kobe one.
You know, if rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and Gigi and everybody, but it would have been wonderful to have Kobe Bryant,
but also
be the star.
Kobe wouldn't have done this movie.
Yes, he would have.
He was gonna do it. He was gonna do it.
He would have done it.
Kobe did it.
He would have done it. It would have been hilarious because of the way that Kobe carries himself. It would have been that same effect that we were looking for.
And the
with
Tunes
Michael
would have
Jordan.
respected him off
Bro,
the jump.
For sure.
It would have been crazy.
Like I think you were telling me earlier how the Tunes kept disrespecting LeBron.
They did disrespect LeBron. It was like, some king you are. They got mad.
Got his ass.
It was like, bro, like, what are
We're
you
trying
doing?
to be like you.
Because one thing is that Kobe has comedic timing. If you ever watch a Kobe interview or you watch the stuff that he's done when he retired, his timing, hilarious.
Do more.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
More.
Yeah. You're welcome. You
How
know,
much
like,
more?
Like, what
More.
the fuck is he talking
Yeah.
about?
Have you ever been the same beast? Like, it's just
Different
genius.
animal?
What the
Yeah.
fuck are you
Fuck
talking about, Kobe?
Bryant?
Shit, that'd be
amazing.
good.
It's amazing.
I love that.
It's amazing.
I love that.
So, like, part of me just like imagines it, like if, and that kind of takes away a little bit from Space Jam.
I feel
I
it.
feel that.
I think
that's
even-
just me. It's
even if-
unfair, but hey,
I think
that's how
even if
feel.
he wasn't the main character, he probably would have been in it somehow.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
I think Kobe would have got Jordan to pull up and play with him.
that's what
in
I'm
the game.
saying, bro.
No cap.
It would have been.
I was
way,
really
like,
shocked.
It would have been crazy.
Michael Jordan. I guess Michael Jordan
Nigga
wasn't.
Jordan
in the movie,
ain't
but-
trying to get
Jordan
that
is
nigga LeBron
not,
that.
No, he's not gonna
He's
do
not
He
that.
trying to
ain't
get
giving
LeBron's
LeBron
work,
that.
bro.
No,
He ain't about to
not
be
at
like,
all.
LeBron, you about to be in no movie
I was
with me,
born the
bro.
day they played. I know them pretty well.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have done that.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron.
Michael Jordan does not revere LeBron James like that.
And my guy's not playing second fiddle in a movie.
Yeah,
No,
that's
Give me
not
a
gonna
movie by
happen.
myself.
That's not gonna
That's
happen.
not gonna happen.
The only person that he would be in a movie with is Kobe Bryant.
Kobe. He
Yeah,
would have popped
man.
up.
Yeah,
He'd
he
popped
would
up.
have. He would have.
Yep.
And he would have been the crying Jordan meme in the movie.
That was so.
That would be hard.
That would be hard. Or if they had like one of the Tombs do like the crime meme.
Oh,
That would be real
That would
funny.
have been hard.
He would have been like, "Fuck them tunes."
Yeah.
With that being said, yeah, guys, I don't know.
It was cool.
Imagine Kobe looking
Original-
at Algie Rhythm like
I hope-
soft.
Yeah,
Soft.
yeah,
Soft.
super.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have been a whole different thing.
Oh my
But
god.
I don't know if you guys were tallying. I'm sure everybody has their
I
opinions.
think the OG
Let us
Space
know
Jam
which one
wins.
you like better, the original or the reboot. We would love to hear your stories and the things that you thought about Space Jam. You know,
Yeah. And
Hell yeah.
before we leave, we're gonna tap in with you a little bit, Sean.
For sure.
About some of the things you've been doing, music wise, or I guess interview wise, because you also are a part of IE Radio.
Yes,
as well.
sir. Yes, sir.
And I know y'all are like kind of like rebooting,
Mhm.
and so I'm excited to see what y'all are bringing. But let us know a little bit about what you're doing, I guess, musically.
Man, musically, man, this year has been the year of, collaboration. I've been trying to just collaborate with a lot of people. I've worked with the Social Club. I got some tracks I did with those guys. That's for their album. I think this is like their fourth album.
Y'all went
that
up to
they've
the
done.
cabin, right?
Yeah, we went up to the cabin.
Nice.
Dope. We recorded for like they were up there for like 3 days. I stayed up there for like a whole day, but I went in like I was there for like 10 days.
now
So,
it's the social
Mamba
club. It's a
mentality.
whole crew.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
whole
so
crew.
you got like Eugene O'Neill,
Okay.
Valencia Stacks,
Mhm.
you got
Okay.
Nishan.
Okay.
Yeah, Social Club Records.
Yeah,
fire.
they're
fire
really
lineup.
cool, really
Shout out to
dope,
IE.
man. Really dope. Like they had like the setup. Everybody had their own tracks. So like every room you went in, everybody was, it's like this beat, that beat. Like you could just hop on this. If people like, oh, you don't want to hop on this one, hop on that one. I'll be
Yeah.
recording another one. They're sending me another beat. I recorded like at least 10 songs that day. Like it was crazy. So
Awesome.
I did that. I've just been collabing. That's all I've been doing. I've been meeting a lot of producers, creating a lot of music. I put out at least, 4, maybe like 5 projects this year alone. I still have an album that's coming out, which I don't know the title of. It's Untitled right now, but my single's out right now, High Now, which I've recently performed last month. It's really like a fun song. It's a different one for me because I've been trying to get a song like that to the public, but I haven't had the I would say like the clarity in my head to get to that point. So now I feel like I'm able to reach those levels now. So I'm like, okay, let me make this kind of song now. I'm more comfortable in my pocket. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a ballad. Like I think I've listened, I don't know how many times I've listened to that song.
Thank you, man.
My girlfriend would be like, oh, this is Sean, huh? She's met you too.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
dope.
you, man.
Like, so
It's really
see,
cool. when I met you, Sean, it was with IE Radio.
Correct.
So it was more from like a radio personality standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that you were making music like that.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I've been making music for quite a bit. I've it was a time where I would make music and I would wish I had like other producers and stuff. So I spent a lot of time making my own beats.
Gotcha.
So that's probably why a lot of people weren't aware because like I was rapping, but I wasn't really rapping. Like I was like focusing on like my beat making stuff.
Gotcha.
But I've met other people now to where I don't really have to focus on making beats. They're giving me beats and I'm able just to rap more now.
You start meeting people to give you beats,
man. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't gotta make these anymore.
That thing is like it's like Christmas when you go into your email and it's just like new beats. It's
you know
like,
what I'm saying? I'll be like, bro, thank you. Like, message be long. I'm meaning it too. Like, bro, thank you so much. Because I never thought I would have the opportunity to have another person's vision, another person's thoughts, to rap on. So that's just so dope to me. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to say, me and Sean go way back.
Yeah, that's true.
So when in high school, I worked at Fiesta Village, right? So they didn't go by Jack Frost back then. His producer name.
Yeah, that was.
My manager at the time,
shite.
he went by Jack Frost. That was his producer name, and he would always tell me, he'd be like, yeah, bro, I need to start going to the shows, and like my homie S Dot, like he's just out here all the time, like we're just rapping, but we don't get to go anywhere. And then we go to round 1 in Moval.
Yeah.
And then Sean just pulls up. He's all tall as shit. And I was like, oh man, this guy looks scary. I was all 17. And then he's just like, hi, I'm Sean. I was like, oh, wow.
It's crazy. Like,
okay.
I mean, yeah, it'd be like that, like especially if you're not that tall, people are like, yo, you look.
Yeah.
He's intimidating.
Super intimidating.
Your hair was way longer back then, too.
Yeah, I get that all the time. People always be like, oh, man, I thought you're so mean, bro. I'm like, man, bro.
Yeah,
like,
people think like
sorry, I look like that,
Tall people like sometimes look mean. It's like, why?
Yeah, I feel
why are you
bro.
scared just because I might step on you?
Yeah. I think that's probably what made me be nicer over the time because I'm like, I could feel that off people.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I don't want to be mean.
The gentle giant.
Yeah, if I say something mean, I'll go back to a person like, hey, bro, my bad.
And that kind of, the fact that you even have to think about that is crazy to me because like there's so many pressures, and you just walk into a room and it's like, okay, I have to be defensive. Like I have to make sure and everybody has their walls up right now and I got to knock those walls down either with a smile or with my voice can't be as regular as I would like it to be or my handshake can't
even when
be
I
as
laugh,
strong.
bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes my laugh scare people.
That's crazy.
They be like, oh, this nigga, like, whoa, what he laughing at? I'm like, dude, shit funny. Like,
your handshake was too firm. Get away from me.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I laugh. I'm like, shit. So yeah, man, that's all I do, man. I just, I'm just a tall black guy doing my thing, staying out of trouble, trying to create the best music possible for people, and
pretty dope.
just have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Aside from music, is there any shows or is there any movies that you would suggest to everybody right now? Like anything that you're diving into?
Yeah,
that
for
you
sure,
like
for sure. The last thing that I dove into really, really tough was Invincible.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We love that show.
Y'all watched it?
We are all fans of
we
Invincible.
did a season breakdown. We did a breakdown of the whole season.
Okay. Yeah, that one,
incredible.
Bro, incredible. That was one of the best animated things I've seen in like almost 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like easily. Cause like it had me stuck. Cause I was like, my homies was telling me about it for like a month. And I was like, nah, I don't want to watch it. It looks very shitty. It looks very corny.
I said the same
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not watching this, bro.
This guy Skywalker Mike hates animated things. Me and Sincere were like, bruh,
you have to watch it.
Yeah, bro.
You have to.
Yeah, y'all was there. I was getting attacked like that too. So then I finally like caved in and was like, all right, for sure. Watched it like the whole weekend, like, and I was like, oh yeah, this shit is tight. So if I was to tell y'all to watch something, for sure tap into that because I know the picture may look cheesy, it may look corny, but
it'll get better.
Animation for season 2 about to be fire.
Oh my goodness,
the bags in.
Yeah, you guys better tap in now because that season 2 is about to be crazy.
Season 2 and 3, actually.
Oh, they're doing 2 and 3. They're doing back to back.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, y'all got to tap in with that, bro. Like that's a good shit. If you don't like animation, it don't matter. If your ass like violence in movies and some action and a good story, watch that, bro.
Watch that.
It's amazing.
acting.
Great voice acting. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Great
crazy.
plots. They will actually have things that happen in there that you won't even know is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I love that about that shit. So yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
All right, Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I've been watching a lot of The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, that's my
Really?
show.
Yeah.
that's my
I
You're
mean,
the
I-
second person to tell me.
you ever watch Walking Dead?
I watched
Only-
it, but like a lot of people were rewatching it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
I'm not
yeah.
rewatching it. I'm just picking up where I left off. I left off after Carl died.
Oh damn.
That's why I stopped. I stopped watching
Carl?
because
Spoiler
You
alert.
gotta say it like that. Carl.
I have been you
Yeah.
should have been known already.
So you gotta say his name.
I'm not gonna
Carl.
watch it. Carl?
But that's one of the reasons why I stopped watching. And then I heard that they're doing the last 2 seasons, and they're supposed to do movies too.
They are
on
doing
Rick
a movie.
Grimes.
They
I don't
are.
know when the hell they're gonna do that, but
I could care
I'm excited
less.
for it. No, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
yeah.
less.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Because supposedly Rick Grimes isn't dead, but he left the show.
Right.
It's weird. It's a weird thing.
They did like a 10-year like jump,
yeah,
and they didn't explain the whole 10 years.
Mhm.
yeah.
So the movie will
So they
explain
got
the
time
gap.
to explain
Yeah.
the gap.
But
Mhm.
Okay.
from where I left off, it's pretty cool. You know, like some things are cheesy, but I still enjoy the hell out of it because there's zombies in every episode, and that's what I love. You know, they still kept the
Love
zombie
zombies.
trope. You can't really run away from them. It's the end of the world. It's legit just a post-apocalyptic show now.
I always feel like they try to make iconic zombies for every episode. There's always like one that sticks out.
Yeah, there's always like a special zombie.
It's like a special zombie.
They always have like a special zombie. Like one's like armored because he was like a police guard before he died. or
He's like
something.
super tall.
Yeah, so you try to shoot it, but you can't kill him. You have to take his helmet off first. You
Yeah.
know, they always do that with The Walking Dead, but I kind of like it right
Once
now.
I figured out that everybody turns into a zombie anyway, then I stopped caring about the show.
It's just like, yeah, bro. I remember playing Assassin's Creed 3, and it's just like the world ends, and I'm like, I don't want to play the other games now.
But it's
Yeah.
neat though. It gets good because now they have like a spinoff now to where like Fear the Walking Dead
yeah,
is like colliding in with the Walking Dead. And then there's like another sub one with like just children,
Mhm.
and that one's connecting with that one too.
Yeah.
Like they're all in different places,
I
but
do-
they're like about to meet
I
up.
do like Fear the
So it's
Walking
kinda
Dead
cool.
because it takes a character that was in The Walking Dead and they
Mhm.
made him the main character, Morgan.
Yeah, my guy
I'd rather
Morgan.
watch like a YouTube video that gives me a synopsis of
See,
everything.
got you.
And that's the thing. Like
Got you.
one of the reasons I also stopped watching is because I didn't want to wait every week. Like literally, it took them 4 years to do from the point I left off to do just 2 seasons.
It's a lot of filler episodes.
So if I would have waited 4 years, I would have spent a lot of time watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Now I'm only spending a week
Yeah.
Right.
because
right.
all the seasons are out. So
No, I feel
I mean,
it.
it's kind of like that a synopsis, but I get to binge it. Sometimes I'll let it play in the background while I'm working on
Mhm.
something, and if something sounds interesting, I'll start looking over.
Yeah.
But
Mega
it's
zombie?
really it's really
Mega zombie.
it's really one of those like it has a lot of filler. Some of the story matters, some of it doesn't. But it's cool if you
Yeah.
want to go watch that. It's all on.
Y'all just go
Netflix.
back.
I agree,
I
bro.
watched an oldie but a goodie. Just go
Mhm.
back and watch Shawshank Redemption one time.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shite.
Bro,
Bro, you know I've never watched that movie.
Damn,
bro,
you gotta watch
Shawshank
that.
Redemption.
You gotta.
It's one of
You
the
gotta.
greatest.
No cap.
One of the greatest movies ever.
And
bro.
the Green Mile.
I wrote a
Oh,
paper
something about
in
prison
college.
movies.
You wait. You wrote a paper
I wrote a
in
paper
college
yes,
about Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
Oh, you really liked it.
about being institutionalized. About
Yeah,
being
okay.
institutionalized, yeah, and how it really affects people.
What was
Damn,
the grade on
sincere?
the paper?
I got a B plus.
Okay.
Like
all right.
what, like 85 or
It was like
are we
I
talking
think it was like
89?
86, 87.
Okay.
You typed it
Yeah.
on window on a
It
on
just
Word?
goes. It just goes towards the
Grammar
end.
issues or what?
No, it's because I started repeating a lot of shit so I can meet the word count. So towards the end, I was just like, so, and then I just kept repeating
You
shit.
can't
yeah.
start a sentence off
With
with
so.
so, man.
So.
That's not gonna happen.
They'd be like, all
So
right, B plus.
dot. But yeah, Shawshank Redemption.
That's a good
Just go back and watch it. Let me know what you guys like about it,
What's
man. It's
that
one of my
on?
favorite
Like,
Morgan. It's on.
Paramount Plus?
It's on HBO Max.
Okay. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I gotta catch up. I'm big slipping with that one.
Yeah.
Classic.
My suggestion is actually movie related. So there's a documentary that's on Netflix and it's called The Movies That Made Us.
Mm.
And they dive into it's on its second season right now, and they have 4 episodes per season, and they dive into some classic movies like Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park, and I watched the episode on my favorite movie, Back to the Future,
Yay.
and it was fantastic.
Dope.
I learned so many things about Back to the Future that I didn't even know, that I was like, it just made me love it even more. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
it was a miracle movie, bro. Like, it wasn't supposed to happen
It
the
really
way that it
wasn't.
happened at
Yeah.
all, but it did. and I'm thankful for it because
I
like
gotta check that out.
it's
Sounds
really a testament of resilience, a testament of like having a vision and like staying true to it and what happens when you waver from it, and like but also being open to it changing and adjusting and making the best thing possible. And I just think it was really relatable as an artist and as a creative. You know, just when you think of something and what the actual outcome is, a lot of creatives get caught in it not looking the way that they thought it was going to look, and that could prevent a masterpiece from happening. So there was a lot that I took from that, and I just advise everybody who enjoys movies and the way that movies are being made and the way that these decisions are being made to check it out.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I bought all the Back to the Future Pop Funkos?
That you have?
I have all of them.
Oh, you have
Oh,
all of them.
I have all the Back to the
I didn't
Future
know
ones.
Oh shit.
That's dope.
I love it.
Is it like? Do you have like the Marty McFly with like the red jacket and all that?
I have all them. So I have the 1955 Marty. I have
Damn.
the hoverboard Marty.
Oh, you got all of them.
I
bro.
got the nuclear suit Marty.
You got all of them. Bro.
I got the 2015 Marty with the hat.
I'm waiting for that.
Oh.
I got
Back
the
to
regular
the
Doc
Future
Brown.
remake.
I got the regular Doc
No,
Brown.
I hope it never happens.
I got
Oh,
the
that's
Doc
gonna
Brown
happen.
with like the big helmet on.
Oh,
I got Biff
damn.
What's
Tannen.
that? Universal.
That's
Biff.
dope.
Yeah, they'll do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
They
it's
love
Universal.
reboots.
I hope that it never happens.
No, I hope they never reboot that.
They
Never.
better, yeah.
They
I
should never
would,
They
yeah.
will.
I wouldn't
You
support
can't.
it.
No.
You can't. Like once you watch
Nah,
it,
they're gonna
watch
do
the
it different.
episode.
Kind of like Space Jam. You know, they're just gonna hold
I
different.
like how Skywalker really just be trying to rile us up.
Yeah,
But I can see them doing it though, bro. Because like,
yeah, that's Hollywood.
dude, yeah.
they didn't even like the name.
they-
They didn't want the name, bro. Like I'm sorry. Like you can't do something that you didn't even like want. And
Well,
from the
now
jump.
It's because the whole
different,
thing was
you
like
know?
the name was kind of redundant. Like, how do you go back to the future?
Well, because you're
I
an
don't
idiot.
care.
You can't understand like
Exactly.
the irony that's in that.
Yeah.
But don't get me
Hollywood
riled
is
up.
Hollywood is not original.
It's too late for that.
I think they'll
Hollywood
do
is-
like a fourth one, but it'll be like it'll be a part of the.
I just
the
hope
thing.
that they never do it. And when Michael J.
Yeah, we'll
Fox, ends up
He's not gonna be in
crossing
it.
on, transitioning,
That's
it's
when they
gonna be
gonna
a
make it,
sad
bro.
day. It's gonna be a sad day, man.
It's gonna be very sad.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a sad
Alrighty.
day because he did something unbelievable. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Well,
They
all that
went
being said,
back to the
guys, it doesn't
future.
always work out when you take an original and try to turn it to
It doesn't.
a remake.
Yes.
No.
Just
Doesn't.
know we will be here potting about it if that does happen, and
Yeah,
I will
we
have
will.
some scathing remarks.
I would love a Back to the
Like, you
Future.
know
Always
they're gonna
depend on the Soundflick boys.
On the fourth one, they're just gonna go back to the second one.
I just love.
I'll be so mad.
I just
I'll be
love.
so
I would
mad.
love to do a Back to the Future episode. Like
We
if they
will.
did that.
We
And
will.
if you
Even
bash
they
it,
didn't.
we're gonna tie you to your chair.
All right,
Awesome,
Let's
awesome.
let's end it there. Before we head out, what's the song that you want to play for us?
Oh
real quick?
man, yeah. The song that I'm going to play today, man, is called "High Now." It just recently dropped 2 weeks ago. It's the first single from my album.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's that new shite. You know, hopefully y'all vibes with it, fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. And yeah, enjoy it, man. It's called High Now, Sean John Jack on all platforms. Check it out, man. Off top.
Hey,
And there it is.
Yeah.
Peace out, y'all. This has been episode 53 of the Soundflick Podcast.
Appreciate y'all for having me on there too, man.
Thanks for coming through, man.
Appreciate you,
It's
my
fun,
man.
bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And we out.
bye.
Peace.
I'm on a high now. Hey, to the long road, to the hideout. Hey, took me a while, but I find out. Hey, every time me see how it work out. Hey, switching lanes, without a doubt. I wanna hide out to the long road, to the hideout. Hey, too many lords, better find out. Hey, I'm on time now, right now. The opposition claim their vision buried out, and niggas see his tunnel vision. Mad because the hoes gotta listen. Double, but I see you optimistic. Bury yourself right there at a hole that you already nigga. Got more steps than a Fitbit. Lil' Brian and lane staring at Roy Hibbert. Swing out the park, man, you know I'm in it. Glow in the dark, glow in the dark.